Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am.
Here with Crystal Walker today and wanted to talk to you about your job as an RSR with G&K Services. So tell me, what attracted you to G&K?
I love the kind of work it is, dealing with the public.
Are you aware that the position you are currently in has traditionally been dominated by males?
Yes, very aware.
So do you take pride in the fact that you are helping to shatter those stereotypes?
For sure, for sure. I think more women should do it.
What message do you have for other women considering following in your footsteps at G&K Services?
It's a very good company to work for. Just because it's mostly men doesn't mean you can't do it, and to go for it.
The route sales position is one of the toughest positions to fill. A route person needs to be very versatile.
Have you had any women apply for an RSR or service management position in the last year?
I have not had any apply for the position, not just in the last year, but ever. We've recruited the females that we have been recruited.
So as leaders, how can we make progress with this initiative?
I think as leaders we need to take a gender-neutral approach. Has absolutely nothing to do with a person's sex. If they have all of the qualities that make a good route person, we need to interview more females and get more qualified females on the roles. Again, getting them in and introducing them to the role, I think, is key.
So what are some of the reasons why there aren't more women employed by G&K on routes?
I think the route position has traditionally been filled by men, and when we're staffing, it's very easy to find men with delivery service route experience. It's not a traditional role for women to fill a route position, so they're harder to find. So we are going to need to get a little more creative in where we look and how we introduce females to the role.
And so what do you think are some of the reasons why there aren't more women in management or in leadership positions with G&K?
It goes along with the last question. Our roles have always been filled with men. All the service route folks and their managers, we promote from within. So we're promoting our route people up through the ranks. So we've got a heavily male management staff. And we need to start somewhere. We need to start introducing women into the service roles, encouraging women to try this position because it is really a great job. I believe that G&K needs to change with the times. We need and are going to need more talented service people as we grow. And with females being half of our population, we'd be cheating ourselves if we didn't consider them for any open positions. So we've got a giant talent pool there that today we're not tapping, and we need to tap that talent pool.
My name is Selenia Peña, and I'm a wash floor and training, and I've been with G&K for 2 months.
All right. And previous to the wash floor, you actually were an unloader, right?
Yes, I was an unloader.
Okay. So, Shelly, tell me a little bit about how you discovered G&K.
I discovered G&K through a friend, and she told me the hours, the pay, the little stuff that we did. Since we're friends, she knows that I like to work hard and stuff, so she was like, maybe that's the job that you like to try. And I was like, yeah, I'll give it a try, and so far I've liked it.
Okay. So now you're in starting with as an unloader, and now on the wash floor, you're in a couple of positions that are have traditionally been dominated by men. Tell me a little bit about how you became placed in these positions that are traditionally, like I said, dominated by men.
Well, there was an opportunity. I took it. I wanted to prove myself because I guess they hire men because, you know, they're stronger, bigger, something, and I think a lot of women are scared to try that position just because it is a male dominated. But
So physically, has it been too tough for you?
Not really, not really. I think it's a mind over matter,
Yeah.
and as long as you try it and you prove yourself that you can do it, I think that it is easy. It'll be hard the first 2 or 3 days, 'cause something new. Everything new is hard,
Mm-hmm.
but after you try it a couple of days, it's gonna be easy.
Okay. So do you think that more women would be capable of doing what you've done through
Of
the
course.
unloader
Mhm.
position as well as wash floor?
Of course.
Okay, great. So what do you think are some of the reasons why G&K doesn't employ more women? And for your purposes in the on the plant side of the business, why do you think more women aren't employed by G&K back in the plant?
I don't think it's G&K. I think is when women see the title, they get intimidated by the title and automatically think it's a male dominated, so they're not going to be hired or they can't do it.
Okay, but you weren't intimidated.
No, of course not. I'm not intimidated.
All right.
I like to try new things and I'm open minded, and I guess I like to prove myself. If I'm gonna try it. If I can do it, great. And if I can't, well, let's try something else.
Well, I think you've certainly done a good job proving yourself, Shelley. So let me ask you this: why do you feel it's important for G&K to bring more females to work here? Any thoughts on that?
Yes. A lot of women do fight for equal rights, and I think G&K is giving a lot of opportunities, and I think just women should get on it and apply and try it. Again, just try it.
Great. What do you enjoy most about your current role?
That I'm learning a lot. That is opening a lot of doors for me. Is giving me a lot of experience. I get to move around and learn different positions and stuff. And as long as it keeps me going. As long as I'm busy, it keeps me going. I love that. Just to be busy.
Okay. Are you aware that the position you're currently in, as we've talked about, has been traditionally dominated by males?
Yes.
And do you take pride in the fact that you are helping to shatter those stereotypes?
Oh, of course, yes. I walk around in the plant and everybody's like, "Oh my God, you're doing a guy's job and this and that," and it feels good, it feels good to be that person, that you can do it, I can do it, it feels very good, and I'm glad for G&K to give me this opportunity.
What message do you have for any other women considering following your footsteps at G&K?
If opportunity presents itself, just take it. Don't be afraid. Never say never. Go out for it, and you can do it. I mean, G&K is great in giving opportunities, and try it. Go for it.
My name is Nikki Caracas. I've been at G&K about 2.5 months. I'm barely starting off, but I'm learning a lot. And
So tell me about how you found G&K.
basically, I was driving by on my way home, and I saw it, and I always see the trucks out. So I was just wondering, like, I really didn't know what y'all did until I walked in. And, I got more information from Daryl, and he was explaining to me about the uniforms and stuff. So I was just curious and went online and applied and just took a chance. And they called me in, so I got to ask more questions. And I like a challenge, so that's why I wanted to get on and see what I could do with the company.
And so you used to work for Frito-Lay.
Yes, sir.
And you actually were on the route for about a year, right?
Yes, sir.
And not having known about G&K prior, you decided to come on in and see what G&K is about?
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you this. So why do you think there aren't more women RSRs or women in service leadership throughout G&K?
I think a lot of women don't know about it, because when I got hired on, there was a lot of people telling me they didn't even know G&K hired women.
Wow.
And I was like, yeah, I mean, they hire anybody who's interested and goes in and, just like I did, ask questions and get into it. I think a lot of women think it's more heavy duty work than it's heavy for me, but as I go along with it, it gets easier and easier each day.
So speaking of the heavy duty work, because I think that's one of the myths that we're trying to dispel. It can be
physical.
Yeah. There's no doubt about it. But obviously, you've been successful. You haven't been here a long time.
Yeah.
But you've demonstrated that you're very capable physically of doing the job. So let's talk about that for a minute. Do you think that generally speaking, women are capable of doing
Oh yeah.
this particular
Yeah,
role?
definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
What do you think? What do you think some of the benefits of having more women in this role? What do you think that would do for G&K?
I think it will change the whole outlook on it. That not only men can do it, that women can do it also.
Okay.
You know.
So are there some specific attributes that you think you would bring to the role that maybe some of the other guys don't bring?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm all about like customer service, and you know, when they see a new face, I mean, it's like, wow, you know, like G&K is real open to hire not anybody, you know, like women, men. I mean, different in that. What do you say? How do you say it?
Ethnicity?
Yes, ethnicity.
Okay.
Yeah, it's.
Okay, good. Nikki, what do you enjoy most about your current role as an RSR?
The customer service.
Okay.
I love trying to sell in new things, maybe here and there, talking to them, you know, just giving them an open mind of what they think, and I listen to what they have to say, and you know, I give them my ideas and listen to their ideas, and we try to put it together to make something happen.
Okay. So, knowing the current landscape that we are in today, with trying to make this movement to bring more females within G&K on the route level as well as service management, I just want to ask you, do you take pride in the fact that you're helping to shatter these stereotypes?
Oh yeah. I was very excited to know that I was like the first woman here on a route. I mean, it was like more of a challenge for me to go out there and do it and prove to everybody like I can handle it, and it felt good. It really did.
Great.
It felt good.
So what message do you have for any other women considering following in your footsteps and becoming a route sales representative at G&K?
I encourage them to do it. To do it and keep moving up and just making the company look good and all together.
And certainly not too physical.
No, it's physical, but it's not too physical. I mean, if anybody can do it, put your mind to it, you can do it.
Fantastic. All right, I appreciate you.
All right, thank you.